Hello, friends. Welcome to the show HR by Nature, where we talk to people and take their opinion mostly on the HR angle. Today, our guest is Miss Rosie Bansal. Sorry, Dynamic Rosie Bansal, who Rosie is an NLP practitioner, life purpose coach, storyteller, and avid reader, and a blogger with around 15 years of experience in HR across learning and development, employee engagement, HR operations, and HR business partnering. She is also a dynamic leader, a learning culture specialist. Uh, she has trained around 8,000 employees till now. In addition to that, she is known for her dynamic personality, warm attitude, and an optimistic aura. Welcome to the show, Rosie.
Thank you so much, Mayank. Wow, that was just amazing. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction.
Most welcome, Rosie. Pleasure is all mine. Yeah. So,
Yes.
Rosie, we just want to understand that it's been a month. Today it's 22nd. So, it's been exactly a month of this lockdown. Everything is shut. How are you dealing with this?
Well, you want me to be honest?
Of course.
Ironically, it's been fantastic. I have actually been able to spend, a lot of worthy time with my twin boys who are 4 years old. My kids are just so happy to see my husband and me around 24 by 7. Um, Of course, needless to say, my culinary skills are just improving day by day. Now that we don't have a domestic help at home, and somewhere down the line, honestly, there is a feeling of contentment that you are really being able to contribute towards that homely side of yours that somewhere it was getting missed out. So this is about the homely side, and on the other side, I think the professional side is also gearing up.
Right.
I am, actually getting time to focus on a lot of things that were actually getting missed out because of, those back-to-back meetings that happen when you're sitting in the office. And needless to say, also in my opinion, um, there's just so much time that you end up saving, all of that travel time which you end up using, which is like at least a minimum of half an hour one side travel. You can just invest yourself in upgrading your skills, and honestly I think it's all about time management. Yeah.
Of course. Of course. You mean to say sharpening your axe?
Yes, absolutely. Just sharpen the axe, sharpen the saw, and upskill yourself as much as you can. This is the opportunity.
Right. Uh, that was also a point in the uh, uh, highly effective people that habits of 7 habits of highly effective
Stephen
people. One of
Covey.
the habit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's nice. You're following that.
Yes, yes.
Right. So my second question is, what is your opinion on engaging employees in this lockdown?
Um, it's very, very important to keep the employees engaged. Honestly, if the employees are not mentally engaged at this point in time, because see, they are all at home right now, and because you're at home, you tend to use, your mind tends to digress everywhere very easily. So
Right.
if those productive hours are not utilized constructively, that could be extremely damaging for the organization and for the person himself also. But I think having said that, I feel that before engaging these employees, a lot of our people are married and they have kids, they have little kids. And I don't know, but I'm sure you can hear my kids shouting their lungs out at the back.
Of course, I can. I
So,
can.
so I think it is very important to first engage these kids at home who demand the attention of their parents at all times. And simple things like we can have some employees volunteer as employee engagement catalysts who can run virtual hobby classes for these kids once a week. Why not? Have a counselor who can guide parents on how to keep your kids engaged constructively while parents can complete their work calls without being disturbed. It's just like ek tir se do nishane types.
Right.
And apart from this, I think also since all the gyms are shut in today's date, organizations can easily have fitness trainers who can run live streaming sessions for say 30 minutes every day in the morning before you start the day or at the time when you end the day, say 9 to 9:30 in the morning or say 6 to 6:30 in the evening. You can run competitions like Sabse Bada Loser Con and all of that. You can have TikTok video competitions that can be run. I mean, there are just so many. You just need to have a creative bent of mind, and you need to keep your eyes and ears open to what's really trending right now, because we're all stuck to our mobile devices all the time. It's just that you should want to know what's really trending right now. Pick onto that and leverage it as much as you can. And I think last but not least, have fun team calls, with props. Make meetings more engaging. Something like a crazy hairdo or like a hat day, or stuff like that. So you could even plan meetings which are so interesting and full of fun. So again, एक तीर से दो निशाने, आपका काम भी हो रहा है and people would want to come and be part of those meetings.
Right, I can see a trainer speaking her heart out.
Well, once a trainer, always a trainer.
That's correct. So, what do you think that the employees are expecting from the L&D team, and how are you catering to their needs?
That's a bang on question. Honestly, at the moment, Mayank, L&D teams can really do a lot. There's so much that L&D teams can do. We have all been talking about online trainings, learnings, e-learnings, blended learnings, and so many of these learnings and learning platforms and so on and so forth. Well, now's the time to put it all into action. There are quite a few modules that you can convert into a video. So you have so many PPTs with you as facilitators, as trainers. All you need to do is just convert them into a video, and believe me, it's not difficult. Use gamification platforms. Gamified learning or gameful learning, I think, is one thing which will really hit the nail where it should. Okay, let the employees learn while having fun. Some applications that you can use are so you've got Articulate, you've got Vyond. You can use these two, at least the ones that I know because I personally use them. And believe me, it's simple. It's just that you need to dive into the ocean. You need to take that first plunge. There is so much that you can offer to the employees. So there is this model, Mayank, which is called the AKSM model. It says awareness, knowledge, skills, and mastery. So when you look at this model, all these programs which are awareness driven can easily be conducted through these online sessions, through online workshops, online sessions. People say that online sessions can be very boring. Believe me, I've taken POSH sessions online. I've taken InfoSec sessions online. I've taken a couple of other training sessions online. I've done online coaching, for that matter, for a couple of people who have been coaching, who are probably sitting in different parts of the world. And believe me, it's here as to how you want to make it engaging. Yep. And I think one quick win of what L&D teams can do is share the links of these MOOC courses, which are available online, especially the ones which have now been made free because of the lockdown. So you have your IBM, which has launched its design thinking, enterprise design thinking program, which currently is free of cost. So I think employees should leverage that. You've got TCS programs which have now been made free for people. So I think a lot of people don't have an access to this. जिनको access नहीं है, उनको at least access दो. लोग सीखना चाहते हैं. But we have to give them these links. Harvard के links आए हुए हैं. There are approximately 64 courses of Harvard which have been made free. Well, we have to use that. We have to leverage it. Yep. So L&D
That's
team can do a lot, is what I feel.
of course, so much you have told us about it. In fact, everybody will get benefited by these things, I'm sure.
I just hope so. Thank you so much.
Right. So one more question, Rosie. As we see that the world is going to change from here, once the lockdown is over, I'm sure that it is not going to be the same as it was earlier. So what do you think is the future of L&D from this place?
So, well, the future of L&D, since I have always been talking about gamification and using technology into engaging employees, while learning, or rather engaging learners and giving them an experience rather than anything else. I think so. What is most important is that L&D is going to become more automated and agile for learners in the future. They will have an access to in the moment learning experience and content whenever they want, wherever they want. Well, they already have it, but I think it'll be more spread across in the future. Having said this, I think it will become extremely important to create courses, by following concepts of storytelling. Yeah. So, the way you introduced me today was I'm a storyteller.
Yo.
And I think it's very important. If you don't narrate stories, if you don't storyboard everything, the learners may not get captivated. And you know how, Mayank, I learned the art of storytelling, honestly,
How?
um, because of my kids.
Oh,
Because one of the incidents I remember, I was narrating a story to them, which had a moral, and suddenly, it struck me that why can we not have storytelling used in training programs? And then also, of course, I had heard a lot about storytelling being used as a concept of learning and all of that. But then when I really started implementing it is when I found that difference. And storytelling, by that, what do I mean? A storytelling session versus a normal session is very different. A normal session will be a lot of gyan picked up from Google. Come on, guys. Who wants to read that gyan? Who wants to listen to that gyan? सबके पास Google का access है. People can easily log into Google. There is a problem of plenty nowadays. So let's funnel that down to a situation um, where you actually give the people what they want, which means as an L&D professional you have to do a lot of study. Your training needs identification has to be very, very strong. You have to be able to find out those use cases that you can implement in the training program, so much so that when these people start the training program they should feel, hey, that's my journey. This is my story. This is what they should feel. And really, this is when learning professionals will start creating that pull rather than the push that, managers, please take care. Your team members have not completed XYZ training programs. I mean, stop blaming managers, guys. Start looking inward. It has to be inside out. Start changing that perspective is what I truly feel.
yeah. Thank you so much, Rosie. That was really wonderful. And I see that I have seen the real Rosie that I have seen many years ago. So it has only improved. But I can see the same Rosie here.
Thank you so much, Mayank. I think we have spent a great time together as a team, learning from each other. And of course, as I always say, learning has no end. No matter what your age, no matter what your gender, no matter what, you learn every day. You just have to keep your eyes and ears open.
Right, right. Thank you, Rosie, for being on the show.
Thank you very much for having me, Mayank. Thanks a ton. See you.
Thank you, friends, for watching us. I'll be back with another personality soon. Till then, namaste.